I had a friend, great guy, nicest guy you'll ever meet. I met him at the airport in Havana, Cuba, some 15, 17 years ago. His name was Felix. He would, when we would talk, he would say, today I walked for 2.5 hours. Or he would say, I worked out for 90 minutes today on the treadmill, etc., etc. All about eating healthy food and everything. He, long story short, he developed what the doctors thought was dementia. He couldn't talk anymore, not legibly, and he was hospitalized. He couldn't go back to his home. He had to be taken care of. He had to live in a special home, and he died. When you are in that situation, I think you want to die. And the moral of the story is not to live unhealthy and eat whatever you want and do whatever you want and smoke and drink. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because if you do, it'll affect the quality of your life. Hospitals of the world are full of people with emphysema and in a queue for kidney and liver transplant because they drank too much and all that. But there is a balance that's to be observed in life, and there are things to be kept in mind. That is, live a balanced life. Again, I'm not preaching to you, I'm just relaying what I've learned from people in all walks of life, rich to poor, poor to rich, and everything in between. Take care of yourself. Do the work before you reward yourself, just like Shakespeare said. Earn the money first, then spend it. But remember, you've got one life to live. You're going to be 43 years old one time. Don't live your life ever trying to please others, because you'll end up pleasing neither them or yourself. Please yourself. If you are living with somebody, whether it's a girlfriend, boyfriend, fiance, marriage, if you constantly are in a situation where you have to compromise what you want to do to make them happy, ask yourself, why the hell am I doing this? For what? First of all, the funny thing is that actually works counter to what you think. If you are in a situation, let's say you're a man, and if you are in a situation where you are living every day trying to please her because you're afraid she might leave you, every day she's losing more and more respect for you. Like I've said before, the way the women think is, well, he thinks of himself so lowly, and he thinks of myself so highly, and he thinks we are in such a different league, and he thinks I'm doing him such a big favor by being with him, that he's willing to forego everything he wants to make me happy, in the hope that I'll stay. And if that woman could leave you, if she found somebody that wanted her, she would leave in a New York second. So live for yourself. I'm not saying be conceited and selfish and a jerk. No, make compromises, but it has to be 50-50 if you are in a relationship. And if you're smart, and if you are only with people only when you want to be, and only when they want to be with you, which I think is the most ideal, balance out there. When we're talking relationships, then you're fine. Then you're doing it the right way, in my view, in my learned view. All the best.